Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium in Madison, Wisconsin, one of the great venues in all of college football. And Bucky and the Badgers ready to tee things up in this home opener this afternoon. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic flag. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Bulls have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming, and the opening of the season. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will go to work first. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments. It is so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quickly to the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Badgers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. And the Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's take just a moment here and talk about Wisconsin. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, I've seen this kicker make kicks from 50-plus, so I don't think he got all of that, but at the end of the day, who cares? Field goal is good.
The Bulls offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And here it comes for the first time as the start of this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine.
Oh, he's got some. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Duke. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The give to the fullback. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Running back searching for a hole. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Guys, he's already got 44 yards on the ground in this 1st quarter. That is a terrific start. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive. Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's complete! He will score! Touchdown, Wisconsin!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's reeled in. It's Buchanan. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Bulls want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They've already put up a couple of scores, and now they have it again up 10-3. The give to the tailback. There he goes! He's now up to 64 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Of the period, first down here. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The Badgers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Off the RPO, complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you can tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Touchdown, Badger! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And this offense is firing at all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Takes it back to the 26-yard line as they come up with a big interception there.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's complete to the left. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. And he has a solid gain before the defense bombs.
A big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. To the ground with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a shot.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he closed that thing just inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Tight end now in motion. Rides the back and leaves it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Guys, let's take a minute to chat about Buffalo. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. The give on the inside. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got him downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Badgers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. On target. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds his big tight end. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Using the quick game. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On third down, he drops the throw. He's got him. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Badgers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing.
Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
First game of the year, you're always worried about turnovers, right? And this guy has the ultimate nightmare on his first touch of the year. Puts the ball on the ground. He's got to be able to flush that out now. You got to get ready to go.
Breaks into the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Climbing up to tack one more onto that lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it. And he pumps it up inside the 20. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They'll send the back in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you...
Touchdown! And the stomping has commenced.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Trying play action. Pressure coming. Got a man. It's Bowie. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. And the Bulls line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They'll try it over the left side. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job of the base defense making it play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Didn't make him sweat it off. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Stanford is putting on quite a fireworks show today, and they're loving every minute of this one right now on the farm. They're up by 27 over Air Force. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Let's go. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
It's a running room. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Going to look downfield again. Rushes on him. Finds his back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. And the Bulls look to do some damage in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Bring in the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
It's a draw. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. The Bulls had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Hard-hitting tackle. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Wisconsin, 37. Buffalo, 17.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped him for a big loss.
Makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback.
Turning it on! They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid.
Touchdown, Wisconsin! And the beatdown has ensued. Man, for the love of Tolzien and Stocco, what a day this guy's having.
And I think everybody gets the label as a Wisconsin quarterback as game manager. I think he's tired of hearing that. He said, listen, give me the rock, I'll spin it around, make some big plays, and he's putting on a show today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snags it quickly on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Bulls can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They're going to ride this running back. Stop behind the... He'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by him.
As a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Quick release on the RPO. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd and goal for this offense. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man.
Touchdown, Badger! for 6 more points.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of... There he goes! Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go to the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Bulls will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. All the way back to the 15. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Badgers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They want that clock to run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the...
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. This offense has it with really good field position. Going to the ground. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. And the Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The Bulls come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Bulls come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
And the Badgers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got it near midfield. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The lone back's got it. And after the short run, the clock hits 0, and we are all wrapped up here. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating